what is an ECAD audit and why do I need it? Well, that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. My name is Amy Brossette and I'm with Keller Williams in Austin, Texas. And energy audits, or commonly referred to as ECAD audits, are something that even a lot of realtors don't know about. But guess what? You need to if you are selling or buying a home in Austin, Texas. First, let's start with what is an ECAD audit. An ECAD, E-C-A-D, ECAD audit is something that the City of Austin requires sellers of residential property to provide to buyers. And the ECAD audit promotes energy efficiency by identifying potential energy savings in homes. And when I use the term home, I'm using that generically. It applies to single family homes, condos, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes. If it's larger than a fourplex, you follow different guidelines. And any property that is located within Austin Energy service area and within the City of Austin city limits, that is when the ECAD audit is required on a property that is 10 years old or older. And the seller of a residential property is required to provide this report, this energy audit, to the buyer a minimum of 3 days prior to the end of their option period. Now, what exactly is this ECAD audit? The ECAD audit is you hire a person, there are people that are licensed to provide these ECAD audits. And you hire the person, they come to your house, it takes them about an hour, and it depends on the number of units, like air conditioning units, size of the house. They're generally around $199. And the person comes and they inspect the air conditioning units, the furnaces, how much insulation the house has, what type of water heaters you have. And this is valuable information to the buyer. So buyers, listen up. If you are purchasing a property, make sure in the City of Austin, make sure that the seller is providing you with this report. It tells you the age of the units. It tells you how much insulation is there. It also will give you suggestions on if any of those things need to be improved. It might say on there you could get, an improvement of $260 a month if you replaced the aging air conditioning units. So, or it might say that there's no recommendation. If there's no recommendation, then that house should be fairly energy efficient. Now, when is an energy audit not required? Well, we're talking about traditional sales of residential property. We're not talking about foreclosures. We're not talking transferring deed. We're not talking about when you are doing a refinance. Just traditional sales, and it's not required if the home is being sold basically as a teardown. It's not required to be provided. If the buyer is going to do substantial remodel, and by substantial it means where they're going to be having new inspections, then the buyer will be responsible for getting that audit done after they have had their remodel completed. Unless you just know that house is going to be purchased as a teardown, then as a seller, you should have your energy audit performed prior to ever going on the market so that you have that report and as soon as you are under contract with a buyer, you just give them that report. If the property is less than 10 years old, then, and the home is, I guess they assume it is fairly energy efficient, and so the seller is not responsible for providing a ECAD audit. There might be some other variances. Some of them I think might be based on how, if they have gone through any of the energy efficiency programs and upgrading different systems within the house. There might be some other ways that sellers can apply for this variance, but those are kind of few and far between and would be on a case-by-case basis. So look into that. There's also on the City of Austin website, you can go in and you can plug in your address and see if your home is required to get an ECAD audit prior to selling your house. So do that as part of your legwork prior to going on the market. If you have any other questions about energy audits or ECAD audits, make sure you reach out to me directly. I'll be happy to help you out, or maybe give you head you in the right direction of where to look for more information on that. If you have liked this video, then go ahead and like it. Also, if you want some more information about buying or selling real estate in Austin, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.